Alright guys, so I'm starting late on this video, but as you see, my truck used to sit right here, and now I got it all loaded up on this trailer. Got my bed loaded up, got my cab loaded up. It's kind of hard to see, it's in the dark, but that's what I did earlier today. And I also moved my frame to the garage, and that is because my neighbors called code enforcement on me. And it's kind of crazy because I've had this car for 5 years, and right when I'm about to finish, they try to, start scrambling. I was about to buy a house, it fell through, but instead, I got this little setup. It's 10 o'clock at night. It's a little late, but I don't like my neighbors, so I don't really care about their opinion anymore. Over here. I got a garage to work on. So, I'm about to start stripping down this block. I'm taking it to the engine shop tomorrow. I need a low adapter. Alright, so this night I'm just going to speed through it all. I basically just take off the intake manifold and the alternator. The intake manifold was stuck on this bracket. It took me a little longer than it should. I couldn't find out what was holding it on, but it was the bottom bracket. I didn't see a bolt because it was covered by the alternator. But basically, that's all I got done that night. And I come back in a couple of days and finish taking it apart. And so, yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm back. It's like a couple days later after I took off the intake and the turbo manifold. I got these baggies at Kroger, so I waited to get some bags so I don't lose the bolts from inside of the engine, and I'm probably going to try to get new ones because I've had bolts snap on me and it's not fun. But yeah, got my Sharpie, and yeah, it's pretty cluttered in here. But let's get this. Alright guys, so first step, I'm gonna take off the valve cover, front cover. I already have the oil pan off. And both front covers, there's two different ones. And yeah, it was reveal all the insides. Still gotta take off the power steering pump. So I'm gonna get started on it. Psych! You too weak to open it. Haha. So anyways, basically I just take off the valve cover because I failed. And yeah, take out all the bolts. It was about like 8 bolts, I think. And then always remember to put your bolts in a bag so you don't lose them. Label them. It will help when you're trying to put it all back together. And boom. And like that, the valve cover's off. And then I take the front cover off. Start undoing those bolts and reveal the timing chain. And so I can get the head off the block. So I continue to take off the upper front cover and take out all the bolts, label them, and then hit it with a rubber mallet and screwdriver on the sides. Try to gently take it off, not too much force. Then I take up the power steering pump, and then I basically got a free block at this point. Yeah, just toss random parts everywhere. I'm anyways, um, I'm taking off the front cover, and I take off all the pulleys, the water pump, everything. And when I actually take it to the machine shop, I actually gotta buy a torque block to stimulate the head being torqued onto the block, so it gets a proper machine, so it lasts longer and everything. You also got to bring the front cover and have that machined, and the upper cover, all that stuff streamlined. Yeah, as you see, I take off the water pump, now I take off the pulley, and now I got it on 20 times as fast, so I'm going to be speeding through it. And then I take off the camshafts and then the timing chain. Basically gonna zip through this. And if you don't take pictures of what you're doing, did it really happen? I'm joking. I'm taking pictures of the markings on the camshaft because each one is different. I don't know if it really matters. Guess I'll find out if I blow up my engine or not. Hopefully I don't. But that's what I'm doing right here, and then I jump into it. Zoop. So take them all off, and I cannot stress this enough. Make sure you put your bolts in a bag, or you will lose them. And I'm probably gonna reuse the camshaft bolts. I'm gonna probably reuse everything, cause if I break something, snap it. I'm a welder. I'll just pull them off. I hope I don't have to do that because I don't want any splatter in my engine. But again, mark all of your bolts, and you shouldn't have a problem. So after this, I'm probably gonna take off the timing chains and everything, and yep, here that goes. All right, so get the camshafts loosened up. The the hot cam side didn't really want to budge, so I hit it with a rubber mallet a little. Um, End up breaking this little tool. I just snap. It was a little Christmas gift from a sweet lady at work. Boom, snap. No more. She got it out like the $5 bucket at Harbor Freight. It looked like. Um, Yo, if you look at me, I'm doing something. But then if you look at my brother, man, it's a whole different show. I probably shouldn't have even brought that up. Yeah, wraps the camshaft in some paper towel to keep them from getting rusty or touching the ground, get scored up. I might reuse them. I'm not sure yet. I might go with some aftermarket ones. But it has a hot cam in it already, which is one S14K cam and a one S13K cam, and it gives it a little lobe. Um, I'm not sure how that goes, how that's gonna affect the turbo or whatever. I think it makes it higher revving. I'm not sure, but I got larger valves for it. I got the BC springs. I got BC titanium valve retainers, and boom, the head's off. Um, I actually don't get around to taking the pistons out. My camera I cut off, but I spin it over. You just unbolt the piston and hit it through with a mallet or something to stick it down in the piston hole. And yeah, uh, too bad my camera didn't get this part, but zip, zip. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Next video, I should be messing around with the front suspension.